Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. This is Simon with AvaTrade and we're about to start our webinar. We're going to maybe give it as usual a minute or two as more people are coming in, and I need your help as usual. If you could type OK into the questions window so I know you could hear me, and also if you can type SEE, which stands for C, that you also see the presentation with the AvaTrade logo on it. Thanks a lot. We're going to start in a few moments. Please confirm by typing into the questions window that you could hear me and that you could see the presentation. Thank you. Great. Thank you very much, Eric. Appreciate it. We'll start shortly. Okay, let's start. People are still coming in. I guess everybody has their own reason. So again, happy Wednesday. This is Simon with AvaTrade, and we're starting our weekly webinar. And the purpose of the webinar is actually to give you the podium and ability to ask the questions. Eric, thank you very much. I do feel better. I still have occasional coughing, and that part doesn't go away so easily. But I found a solution. I'm going to go away for a week to somewhere when it's warm and warm up. So good thing you mentioned it. It looks like next Wednesday we will skip the webinar because I won't be able to do it technically. I'll be away and possibly without a computer and definitely without the internet. So that's the situation. So excuse me. I'm going to try to mute myself when I cough, not to disturb you, but sometimes I'm just too late to do it. So this is me, Simon Friedman. I'm a senior account manager with AvaTrade. I'm excited to say that it's almost 24 years. June will be 24 years since I started this amazing process of becoming a trader. Still there, still learning, still improving my trading. I started as a prop trader back in 2000, June of 2000. I worked for about 11 years in a few Wall Street firms as a prop trader, day trading US equities. Stressful business. After 11 years, I moved into a different way of trading and also started to mentor and educate others. And I'm very happy that I have an opportunity to assist our customers at AvaTrade. What we do here is asking questions. We're discussing specific markets. Sometimes people ask technical questions or administrative questions. I prefer not to answer those because it's not the webinar for it. But the idea is really you coming in and saying that you'd like to know about certain instrument. It could be a currency pair. It could be a specific stock. It could be index, a commodity. Whatever it's trading on AvaTrade, we can discuss it. And the purpose is to really learn how to understand things. And also we have a great opportunity to communicate here. So people asking questions, all you have to do is just type the question into the question window. I'm going to read it. Also, if you do have your own opinion about or comment to your question, please write it. Then I'm just going to read it and we'll discuss it. If I know any technicals, or sorry, if I know any fundamentals, I'll share with you. And like I said, many times we have up to an hour, and usually we run out of questions for some reason. I don't like the fact that it's happening, but I can't really force, and I'm not making up questions just to keep time going. So please, let's be active. Let's ask a lot of questions. And that's what we're going to do. Risk warning, you can find a full statement at avatrade.com. And of course, everything we'll do is purely educational. Channels of AvaTrade. You have Telegram. You have former Twitter, which is X now. Oh, you can say, funny, I just had a thought. X is the X Twitter. Okay, YouTube is my favorite. You can find a lot of information there, tutorials, educational material, a lot of things, market updates, and the best part of it, if you are thinking or if you did miss the webinar, don't stress. You can find it. It's being recorded. It's being posted. If you are watching this webinar on YouTube, please write your comments, put the likes, share with people, sign up or register or click on that bell. You'll be notified on new things coming in, which is happening daily. And that's all pretty much. So let's start. We already have a first question from Eric, and I'm going to read the question now. Can we look at crude again? It looks like China demands slightly better. Okay, beautiful question. I thought about the crude oil. I was doing the market review to my team. I'm doing it on a daily basis for a team of account managers at AvaTrade. And I looked at China. China is really going up. And I share, again, it's my opinion, just my observation. With China in the past few days going up, oil should be much higher. But it's not. It's bouncing just today. So you could see here, we are on, excuse me, on Wednesday, Monday and Tuesday, we were selling. But again, it's not negative. It could be positive because we did bounce off 76.50. If you remember, we spoke about this level last week. And the reason that level that I set it up is because here was a rejection of this level here, the high of 76.88, and that was October 2018, and then we went into a sell-off. If you remember, somewhere here we had actually a negative price for a day or so on the futures of crude oil. So yes, China is bouncing nicely. Today it was a big move to the upside. And if you take hourly chart, this move started at night at 1 a.m. GMT. And that's what the futures market open. And if you take it crude oil didn't really do anything at 1 a.m. GMT. It actually was selling starting at 5 a.m. GMT. And it's been going higher now. So yes, it is reacting to the China, but maybe the reaction is a little bit slow. So of course, we also have the crude oil oil stock numbers reported by API, and that's happening at 9:30 GMT tonight. Okay, so again, China, you're absolutely right. China is really affecting oil. Also affects copper, Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar as a huge buyer of a lot of commodities. And if China move continues, we're going to have a test here, both on a 200 moving average and also the resistance around 12,100. And let's see if oil follows that. And here, easy, we have a kind of a double. If you can consider it quadruple top, we tried to break through 80. November 14th of last year, November 30th of last year, then we sold. Then we had another attempt, went as high as 79.27 end of January, and we are here again retesting. We managed to add another 4 cents higher, but still went lower. So we have few challenges. We have 200 moving average and a psychological price of 80. Right, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for the question, Eric. All right, guys, let's line up the questions. So far, we're doing okay. Like I said, I would appreciate a lot of questions. I'm very passionate about it. I don't know if you feel it. I do. And I would really love, because my idea is really to go through certain things and give you ability to learn maybe some skills. And I always say, I don't mention it every session, but it's important that the trader, doesn't matter if you collect information, you trade signals, you have a source of, I don't know, tips on trading. I don't like that word when it comes to trading. Whatever it is, it's great. You can collect all the information, but you still need to be able to understand what's happening, what the market is doing, what it could potentially do, and try to really build this skill of analyzing the market. It doesn't come in one day. Like I said, I'm still learning. I've been doing it for almost 24 years. And the market is changing. That's the beauty of it, changing all the time. That's what makes it an art. You know, you can calculate. I think trading, you should definitely use calculation skills, but they actually must use it for calculating and controlling your risk and money. You must do that. That's a good part. But as far as the outcome of your trade or your potential trade or predicting the markets, good luck with that. There's so many things that affecting the market that's very hard to make any prediction. I always say when I do my weekly webinar on Sundays that when we discuss economic calendar, I always mention, even if you knew ahead of time what those numbers coming out on economic calendar, you could never predict how the market will react, sometimes even which way it will react. Because with the Feds and interest rate manipulation and everything else, it could be very, very confusing sometimes. All right. Questions, guys. You're being very quiet. It's a good skill, but in this case, we need some questions. So you here, as I always say, you here, you're a trader or you're trying to become one. I'm sure you have some questions about certain markets. And also, I like to mention that there are a lot of people that missing this webinar and then watching it on YouTube. So they're not able to ask the question. They just sit there in audience and wait for something that makes sense to them. So your question about specific instruments actually is helping those people to get the answers that they might be looking for. All right. Okay. So again, I would appreciate the questions, a lot of them. Okay, because as I say, I see some new people here, so maybe you don't know, but if we have no questions, we're gonna wrap it up, and I don't like to do that because we have up to an hour. Okay, so I'll give it another few moments, and I hope that people will wake up and feel free. I mean, I still, it really bothers me, and I don't really understand why people don't ask. It's a mystery, you know, why people don't ask questions. But again, I feel bad begging for questions because I'm here just to really help you and help everyone who will be watching this. So please help me help you. Remember the movie, Jerry Maguire? It's my favorite line. I don't like the other one, Show Me the Money. That's a little bit not as positive, but help me help you, genius. So please, last attempt on my side. Help me help you. Going once. Going twice. Wow. Okay, guys. I'm really sorry, but there are no questions. And I will not fake any. Otherwise, I will stop respecting myself. Okay. Make sure that you are aware that at 7 p.m. FOMC minutes are coming out. Very important. And one of the other important events today after the market, the company NVIDIA is reporting. Yesterday, a day before reports, the stock fell, I think, 4.4%, lost about 75 billion of market cap. That's a lot. So let's see what they have for us in the store today. Have a good evening. All the best.